Hey guys, what's up? It's Raven back again for another Raven's Dream Home update video. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. As I always say in these videos, definitely check out the other videos in this series. If you have not seen them already, I've been documenting my entire process with building / buying my first home. So I will leave a link down to the playlist down below. That way you can watch it from the very beginning and see the whole entire process. As of today, we are at the step of the process where I am actually choosing the interior design options for my home. So I had already told you guys about the exterior options. Unfortunately, I was not able to share too much with that just because I didn't want to give away too much in terms of what the exterior of my house is going to look like, just for privacy reasons. But for the interior of my house, I have no issue sharing what it's going to look like. And as of today, literally right this minute, I literally just got home from my second appointment with the builder, but I'm pretty much fully done choosing all of my interior options. So I wanted to sit down and share photos and videos of everything that I chose. So this is including flooring, cabinets, countertops, wall color, what else? Plumbing fixture, everything that's going on in all the bathrooms, the carpeting, the wood floors, the stairs. So it's just all those main options and features on the inside of the home. So basically the way that this goes is that I am working with basically an interior designer that works for the builder, and I'm meeting with her at this design center. So it's in like this warehouse office building place, and they have all of these samples for everything laid out so that the buyer can come and choose what they want. So they have all these countertop samples, all these tile samples, all these flooring samples, literally everything, so that you can pick the color and the material that you want for each aspect in each room. So again, just like with the exterior options, there's so many options, there's so many details, there's so many things to choose, but it's really fun because you really get to kind of customize it and make it your own and pick whatever kind of style you want. Going into it, I already knew what my style was gonna be. I'm going for a modern farmhouse with a little bit of glam look. So modern farmhouse is a lot of neutrals. It's a lot of white, gray, black. It's a lot of kind of more plain finishes, I would say, more plain tile and cabinets and stuff. And it's really, what I really like about it is that it's kind of a more simple base, but the way that you accessorize it can be really fun. Also, because it is kind of a plain base, you can switch out your furniture and your accessories really easily because a lot of different stuff can go with it. It is also just kind of trendy right now and real popular. I mean, if you guys watch HGTV, if you watch Fixer Upper with Chip and Joanna Gaines in Waco with their Magnolia style, they do a lot of modern farmhouse and really farmhousey stuff. I'm leaning more towards the modern side rather than the farmhouse side, just because I don't want it to look too country barn Texan, but I do kind of like a little bit of country barn Texan because I am a Texan at the end of the day, and I think that style is kind of like homey, but I do like a modern, contemporary, glamorous style. I mean, you guys know me, you know what I like if you've been following me. So it's kind of a mixture of both. Right here I have my paperwork. I have my floor plan, which has, you know, the overall layout of everything with some notes on it, and then I have the actual list of everything that I chose with the prices. I'm not gonna go through every single thing and tell you guys the exact color name and the exact price because who really freaking cares? But I will say that with this whole process, there's levels to it. So a level 1 is standard. That means it's no extra cost. It comes with the model home. You have a few different colors to choose from for no extra cost. Then we go up to level 2, level 3, level 4, and for certain things it goes all the way up to level 13. So having said that, obviously the level 13s are very expensive to add on. It is an extra cost. It is an upgrade. And I will say that almost everything that I chose was some type of upgrade. So level 2 and up. I tried to, you know, be smart about what I was picking because of course this is my home. This is my forever home. This is a home I plan on staying in for at least 5 years, 10 years, who knows? So I really want it to be me. I want it to be everything that I want. It is my dream home. So there are some areas where I'm splurging and just getting what I like, but also it's for resale value. So when it comes to real estate, you kind of want to do things where you're going to be able to kind of get your money back when you sell the home. What are other buyers going to be interested? What's going to wow them? What are they going to think is worth the money? How are they going to look at it when it's time to sell the house? So there are certain things that I may have added in, even though I might not necessarily need it, or it might not be necessary, or it might just be extra, but it's going to help me sell the house later on, and I might be able to sell the house for more money later on. So let's just start with the main stuff. I think one of the biggest things is the wall color. So I chose white. I think it's called extra white or pure white. So it's just white, a very white, and you get to pick one wall color for your whole house. But of course, if there's certain rooms of your house, like a kid's room or something, that you want to do like a fun paint color, you just do that yourself afterwards. But they just kind of want to know what is your main color, like, you know, all downstairs and all through the hallways and stuff like that. So I chose a pure white for that, and it's going to have white molding and white floorboards as well. And you know, the doors, all the doors throughout the house are going to be kind of a standard door. Actually, it's the same doors that I have in my townhome right now. I mean, similar to like this, square doors, white crown molding, nothing too crazy or unique there. And then another big thing is the staircase. So my staircase, I'll go ahead and put up like an inspiration photo. I don't have an exact photo of what mine's gonna look like. So I'm getting a wood staircase. It's not gonna have carpet on it, and I'm getting a very dark wood stain. It's called ebony. It is the darkest, most charcoal, closest thing to black wood stain that they had. And I'm gonna have white risers, painted risers. So the front flat part of the step is going to be white. The top of the step is going to be dark. The railing is going to be the matching dark railing. I also chose a more modern stair post. So instead of getting like the more fancy curly rounded one with the knobs on it, I chose just a straight rectangular modern style post, just to keep it more simple and clean and contemporary. As well as the iron railing going up the stairs, I chose a very simple straight iron rod. They had all these different options of like curly things with little designs and twisty things and like very intricate, and just not my style. So my stairs are going to be very straight, dark with white. The downstairs flooring, basically the whole entire downstairs lower level of the house is going to be a wooden, like a beige wood looking flooring. It's actually a wood tile. So it looks like wood, but it's actually like a hard tile. And I got that inspiration from the actual model home. So it's like a nice beige color. I didn't want to do like dark wood floors or anything like that. So I'm really happy with that choice. Just for an example, that is a level 6 option. So definitely an upgrade from any of the standard options. And they have it priced out for all the whole downstairs, you know, the entryway, the living room, the kitchen, the laundry room, the my office downstairs, and then the bedroom though, like the master bedroom, is gonna be carpet. And I chose a really nice carpet because I was a little iffy about that. I don't know, I get kind of weirded out by carpet, but they had a really nice carpet that's like it's not super fluffy, and it's just very like sleek, and it's like a gray color. So I am gonna have carpet in my master bedroom downstairs, as well as the other bedroom, which is actually going to be my glam room downstairs in the front of the house. And then the whole entire upstairs, aside from the bathrooms obviously, is going to be that same, you know, simple gray carpet. The gray carpet I chose was also an upgrade because the standard carpet colors only came in shades of beige. And so that was kind of an issue for me picking out stuff. I ended up picking higher level options just because they did not have the color that I wanted in the lower level options. So sometimes that was tripping me up because I was having to get upgrades just because, well, I really want gray for this, and they don't even have a gray one in the standard options. I am doing basically an all white kitchen. So the cabinetry is going to be pure white. It's going to be a shaker style cabinet. So nothing too intricate, not a lot of like things going on, just kind of that simple shaker style cabinet. And then the backsplash is going to be white subway tile, but I am laying the tile in a herringbone pattern. So I'll put a picture up right here. It basically means it's more of like a triangular zigzag pattern. Most people, when they do subway tile, the typical one is just kind of that straight, you know, brick lay, but I wanted to do something a little bit different. Since it is all white, I do want to bring in different elements of design in terms of the texture and the way that things are laid. So herringbone white subway tile. Also, the subway tile that I picked is an artisan tile, so it's a little bit rough around the edges, so it's going to give you more of that farmhouse look mixed in with the modern look of everything else that I chose. And the countertops I'm pretty excited about, because I wasn't sure if I really wanted to splurge for the countertop that I wanted, but I ended up just doing it because I was like, this is a big focal point, especially with my big island that I have in my kitchen. I really wanted a nice white countertop, but I was able to get a quartz countertop that looks like marble. So, you know, marble is really, really pricey. Quartz is like a step or two below, and the quartz that I chose is white background with a little bit of a gray marbling veining going through it, so it's pretty much going to look like marble, and I think it's going to look really nice with the white cabinets and the white backsplash. So it's going to look really, really bright, open, and airy in the main area of my home, because the walls are going to be white, the counters are going to be white, everything going to be white, and we're going to have a light colored floor, and I have, you know, that big sliding door that's going to be letting in a lot of natural light, as well as those big windows up at the top. I have windows around the dining area where the kitchen table is going to be. So it's just going to look very, very fresh and bright and white and open, which is what I personally really wanted. I know some people don't like that because they say it does not feel homey, it does not feel warm, but to me, I want my home to look fresh and crisp, so I don't really care about it being like warm necessarily. And again, it's all about how you style it with the furniture, the lighting, and the accessories. I plan on bringing in some contrast with, you know, the knobs on the cabinet being a different contrasting color, so either like a brass gold color or like a black color. And then also with my furniture, the bar stools are going to be a darker bar stool. The pendant lights that I have hanging can be like a darker color or like a statement color. Same thing for the dining furniture over there. So it's kind of a white background with contrasting accessories on top. That's kind of like my vision. Moving into the living room, it's just going to be that same beige colored wood floor, white walls, and then the fireplace in there was another tough decision that I had to make because that is another pricey area. The one that they had in the model home, they had tile going up all the way to the ceiling for the fireplace, and I basically copied that same idea. Again, I wasn't sure if I was going to want to do it because it is more pricey, but I went ahead and decided to do it. The other option would be to just get like a standard like mantle, some sort of mantle going around, and then just nothing on the wall, but I went ahead and went for the tile, very, very similar to how they had it in the model home. I picked a tile that was a little bit cheaper though, but it's still a very similar color and style. It's like a dark charcoal gray tile, so it's basically gonna look exactly like the model home, but I just picked a slightly cheaper tile. Just to give you an idea, that was a level 6 option, and to get that tile going all the way up to the ceiling is about $3,000. Oh, and another thing I wanted to mention for the kitchen with the cabinets, the standard cabinets are only the one row of cabinets, and then there's a space in between the ceiling. But to upgrade it, you have to add those an extra layer of cabinets on top so that the cabinets go all the way up to the ceiling. And that's how they had it in the model home. There was the 2 stack of cabinets, and then also on top of that in the model home, the top stack of cabinets all had glass doors going all around. That's all an upgrade, and I just fell in love with it and I wanted it. And so I tried to compromise by saying, okay, my kitchen is in an L shape, so let's just do the upper glass cabinets on the main long wall. We don't have to do it over here on the other part of the L where the refrigerator is and everything. Let's just do the uppers with the glass over here. I went back and forth about it with my mom and stuff because the price is pricey to add that on. It's actually, the glass itself costs more than the cabinets itself, so it's just a little crazy, but I just really like the way it looked with the glass cabinets on top. You could put decorative pieces in there, have your inside, you can put lights to shine down inside of the glass cabinets. It just was really, really pretty. So I went ahead and added that on, but like I said, just on the main wall, like above the stove and stuff, but over here on the other wall where it's just going to be a shorter section with the fridge and the oven, I decided not to put the upper cabinets. It's just going to be an empty space, and I'm thinking I can put some sort of decorative thing up there above the fridge. Other rooms over there in that area are my laundry room and my planning center, which you guys have never seen the planning center because they don't have the planning center in the model home. That's an extra thing that's going to be in my house. It's basically a room that has cabinets and countertops you can kind of use as like a secondary office or like a mail room or like a homework station type of thing. So it has cabinets and countertops in there. And I decided to have those cabinets and countertops matching with whatever I put in the laundry room, because I am going to have quite a few cabinets and countertops in the laundry room, obviously, along with the washer and dryer. And I also have a place to put an extra refrigerator. So for those cabinets and countertops in both of those rooms, I originally chose a more expensive light gray painted cabinet, but just due to the price, I went ahead and brought it down to a cheaper gray wooden cabinet option. It's a darker gray color. They didn't have a cheaper, lighter color. It's still gray. I think it still goes with my overall scheme. I was a little worried because I wanted everything to be so fresh and bright and open, but I think in the closed off laundry room and planning center, it's okay to do something a little bit different and cheaper. So I'm doing kind of a darker gray cabinet, and then the countertop is going to be it's like a whitish color with a little bit of a speckle to it. So those two rooms are going to be matching. I also had to choose what kind of sink I wanted in my laundry room as well as in my kitchen. So my kitchen is going to have, you know, the big double sink with the tall loop-de-loop faucet, and I had to choose what kind of finish I wanted on my faucet. I chose a brushed nickel because I don't like the really shiny chrome silver metal, so I chose more of like the brushed, a little bit more matte silver color. And then also same thing in the laundry room, I chose like the deep sink with a little similar faucet on it. Okay, so bedroom, like I said, is gonna have that nice little simple gray carpet. The walls are already gonna be white. I mean, after the fact, if I want to change the walls in my bedroom, I can do that. I think I will end up just leaving them white because I just like the way that that looks. But for the master bathroom, my whole vibe is, again, very crisp, clean, very like more glamorous. So I'm gonna have gray, the light gray cabinets in my bathroom, paired with a very simple white countertop. The flooring is gonna be a really cool marble looking tile floor. So it's a very slick, pure white tile with a light gray marbling vein running through it. So it's gonna look like marble floors in the bathroom, as well as I'm continuing the theme into the shower and onto the bathtub. So that same marble tile is going to be on the walls of the shower, as well as on the little surrounding thing that surrounds the tub. And then as an accent wall in the back of the shower, I'm going to be doing white subway tile. It's like a longer rectangular subway tile that I'm going to put in a brick lay offset pattern. So back wall of the shower is the subway, side walls are the marble, and then up the sides of the tub, and then on the accent wall of the tub, you know, the front part of the tub is going to be the same subway tile. So the tub and the shower are going to be matching, and I think it's gonna look so like fresh and crisp and white and glamorous with the marble look, and a light gray cabinet just to kind of match the gray that's gonna be running through the marble, and a nice white crisp countertop. And then for the mirrors, they didn't have any options that I liked for the mirrors, because you can get framed mirrors if you want. The standard mirrors is just like a mirror on the wall, no frame, no nothing. But they did have a few framing options. I didn't like any of them, so I just went with the standard mirror, and I'm gonna take it off after and buy my own mirrors elsewhere and install my own mirrors. I'm thinking of doing something with a nice simple frame around it. And then for the fixtures, you know, the sink fixtures, the one on the bathtub, the shower fixtures, I went ahead and went with the cheapest standard silver plain whatever. Just put that in there because it's no extra cost, because I plan on taking all of those out and getting like specialty ones later, because I'm either gonna do like a black fixture. I've seen this really cool picture of like a black shower head, or I'm gonna do like a brass gold metallic one. I'm not sure yet, but definitely not any of the options that they had available. So I just said, put the free one in there, just put the free one, because I'm gonna switch it out later. So I think that's pretty much it for the master bedroom, master bathroom. Moving on over to like the powder room bathroom that's in the front of the house. I wanted that to be kind of a focal point because it's just a little small bathroom. It's closed off. So I decided to do a little like specialty detailed tile floor in there, which is actually the same tile floor that's in the master bathroom. They went all out in the model home and put this really detailed tile floor in the master bathroom. I like that tile, but I was like, let me just put it in the powder room where it's smaller and it could be cheaper. So I took that tile and I'm going to be putting that in my powder room. It's just like a fun little moment for the powder room. It's going to have a plain pedestal sink with, you know, some basic faucet fixtures on there, and it's gonna come with an oval mirror above the sink, standard toilet, nothing too crazy in there. For the glam room, which is like technically a guest room, but it's gonna be my glam room in the front of the house. Like I said, there's carpet on the bedroom in there, and then for that bathroom, since it is a full bathroom in there, I want to do something a little bit different. Like I'm not going all out like I did in my master, so I'm still sticking with the gray and white theme. This bathroom is gonna be a little bit more gray because I'm gonna do white cabinets, but I'm going to do a sparkly gray countertop. It's like a nice light gray and it sparkles a little bit when it hits the light because it is my glam room, so I kind of want to do something a little bit sparkly and girly. The flooring is going to be like a gray tile, has a little bit of a texture to it, and then the shower is going to kind of continue with the gray tile, but I have an accent tile piece that's kind of got these glass tiles that's going to be a strip, you know, going around the shower wall, just to give it a little bit of a bling bling belt moment. The shower is going to be wearing a bling bling belt, but it's going to be kind of a gray tile, and then like I said, gray and white on the cabinets. Again, pretty standard faucet features, just a standard mirror. Let's see, going up the stairs into the Zaya's bedroom and the guest bedroom, of course, gonna have that same gray carpet, same carpet throughout the house in the bedrooms. They're gonna start off with the same white walls. If I want to change it later, I can. But for those two bathrooms that are connected to those two bedrooms, I'm gonna make even though the bathrooms I decided to cut in half and put a wall there so that they're two separate bathrooms, I still wanted the bathroom finishes to match. I mean, there's no reason to make them look different. So it's gonna be the same thing in both. It's basically going to be I think I'm doing the light gray cabinet, so same cabinets from my master, a light gray color with a different white countertop. I wanted to do something kind of fun and sparkly since it is going to be for Zaya's bathroom too. So it's like a white background with a sparkly glass. It almost picks up a little bit blue green, kind of a glittery countertop, and then the flooring is going to be kind of a simple like light grayish whitish tile, as well as there's tile going around the bathtub or the shower is going to be the same as the floor. So very simple, neutral, light gray tile, but the countertop is kind of a sparkly moment. So all of my countertops for the whole house and all of the bathrooms, none of them are standard because the standard countertops are like the standard granite, like the very speckly granite looking ones, and they really didn't even have any like white or gray, like plain white options. So all of my countertops throughout the house are some type of upgrade, whether it be a level 3, level 4, and the master is a level 7. And again, it wasn't necessarily that I specifically had to have a level 4, had to have this, you know, specific material. I'm just thinking of the color, and if they don't have a white option for a level 1, then I guess I'm getting level 4. And then the last things that I had to choose are the lighting fixtures and the appliances for the kitchen. So the lighting fixtures, they give you like, it's a package for the whole house. So you just kind of pick, either you want the standard one, it's just like standard basic lights. You know, for me, it doesn't really matter because I am going to be switching out like the main focal point lights. Like if I want to have a focal light hanging over the dining table, that's going to be something I buy and switch out after the fact. Same thing for like the the pendant lights that are hanging over the kitchen island, that's gonna be a specialty thing that I buy and switch out later after the house is done. So I really didn't care about the lighting package. I kind of just chose like whatever standard one. And I did get like, it was a special deal discount thing going on right now where I got some credit to go towards extra lighting stuff. So I was able to add extra ceiling fans in all of the bedrooms, because it was just my master bedroom that actually came with the ceiling fan, master bedroom and living room, but the other bedrooms did not come with ceiling fans. But since I got like this little coupon thing, I was able to add those in for basically no extra charge. So all the bedrooms will have ceiling fans. And then for the kitchen appliances, I really didn't choose anything too crazy. They had pretty good options for the standard options, you know, no cost. So I did not get the double ovens. I just had the one oven with the microwave on top. It's like a Whirlpool oven. Same thing for the dishwasher. I think I got a slight upgrade on that just so it could be a nice sleek style of a dishwasher. The refrigerator is something that is not included in this. That's something that I would always have to buy separate after anyway. And then let's see, microwave, dishwasher, oven. Oh, the vent hood above the stove. I got the one that's in the model home. That is not standard. That is an upgrade. So that was the biggest thing that I upgraded. For $1,200, I wanted to get that same canopy vent hood that they had in the model home. Washer and dryer and refrigerator is not included in this process. I have to get that afterwards when the house is done myself. And yeah, that's pretty much everything that I had to choose. This was within 2 meetings. So I had one meeting, when was that? A couple days ago. And then I had my second meeting today. And I have one more meeting just to finalize everything. So I have to sleep on it, make sure I'm sure, come back and sign off on everything, just like everything else in this process. But pretty much that's everything chosen. And that means that that's everything chosen for my whole entire house. Because we got the exterior, I mean, we got the basic framing, we got the exterior options, and now we got the interior options. So after I sign off on these interior options, they will be able to actually start building my house. And I thought that I was gonna be done with this by the end of this month. It's getting pushed out a tiny bit to October 1st. So it's probably gonna be first week of October that they start building now. I mean, things always get pushed out when you're building a house, but it's okay. I wanna be sure, I wanna make sure that I have everything right. And I'm happy with everything that I chose. I think it's gonna be really nice. I also think it's gonna have really good resale value in the future when I do sell it. So I'm really happy. I'm super excited. I feel like my vision is coming together and I'm coming to an end of the process of like choosing everything, and they're gonna actually start building my house, and then we're gonna actually be able to make progress with that. But I wanted to make this video and give you an idea of like what I'm going for, because it's not gonna be until next summer that you guys, or that anyone, is gonna be able to see it in real life actually done and built, because you know my estimated end finish date is next May. So next summer you will be able to see how it all comes together, and hopefully it all comes together. It's really hard to imagine, okay, is this gonna look good with this countertop? Is it gonna look good with the floor? Because you're just looking at these little sample pieces and trying to hold them up next to each other and imagine what it's gonna look like in the whole room, and it's really, really hard to imagine. So hopefully all my stuff looks good. We gonna see, but I'm excited and I'm happy with it. I hope you guys are still enjoying this series. Once again, like I keep saying, I'm gonna have way more videos in this series because I'm documenting the whole thing. So I'm not sure what my next video is gonna be, but you're definitely gonna hear more about this house. So give this video a thumbs up if you are enjoying it, and if you're excited for Raven's Dream Home, subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss out on my future updates. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.